Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. My name is Shiva Krishnan and I upload videos related to data analytics and its tools such as Power BI and Excel, and at times I upload videos related to writing prompts to AI. So in case you are new to my channel, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you, and to the existing subscribers, I really like to thank you very much for your continuous support, and your support really means a lot, and it does encourage me to you know add a lot of value on this channel. All right, and today's video is going to be very interesting, and this is going to be you know a very advanced DAX query that we're going to learn, because we are going to use two or three DAX queries within one DAX query. Okay, so you know I'm not actually working as a data analyst, proper full-fledged data analyst, but I can understand the challenges that the data analysts do go through. Okay, in real life, because I've actually worked into the MIS field, into Excel reports and all that. So in real life, things are never going to be very perfect, or um, you know, like things that are mentioned in ideal environment. The ideal environment, things are very much perfect and everything, but in real life, it's not like that. Real life, things are going to be very chaotic, very messy, and everything. You have to bring them in order, and that's where the data analysts and data scientists, they really are very much um, valuable employees for an organization, because things, data is going to be very unstructured, and one of the functions of an analyst is to properly structure them and then do the analysis and everything. Okay, so enough of the lecture on that part, and let's get started with today's video. And here you can see that the names are improperly formatted, right? They are not in proper format. And in Excel, you would have noticed that there is a formula called proper, which does the proper formatting. So you all must be aware that when you're writing your name, the first letter of your name will be uppercase, which is in our Indian terminology a capital letter, right? And the rest of the letters of your name, they are in lowercase, meaning smaller letters. That's how the name should be written, right? However, here you can see that the first letter is lowercase, they are in smaller letters, and the rest of the letters in between are uppercase. So that indicates that they are not properly formatted. And in Power BI, you do not have one DAX query that will do the formatting of the name for you. That is not the case. So how do we go about doing that? And that is what we are going to learn in today's video. Pay attention to this entire video. This is going to be very advanced, and if you skip any portion of the video, you will not be able to understand anything. And believe me, you as a, let's say that you're working as a HR analyst, and you come across you come across these kind of scenarios. So this is going to be very helpful for you. All right, so all right, this has properly formatted name is equals to, first I will say concatenate. Okay, now you may be feeling like asking, like, okay, like there are two or three different there is just one column, then how are we going to combine like two or three columns? That's a good question. Now I will explain as you follow along. Okay, so concatenate, and then what we're going to do, we'll say left, and I'll explain why in a moment. Left, and no, I'm so sorry, upper, and within upper you have left, and I'll explain. So I'll mention this as name, and then 1. So what's happening here is that we are starting from the first letter on the extreme left. All right, that's what this is going to do. and it will return the number of character that we specify. So here in the first name it will be David, and D, the letter D of David, that will be returned. So only just one letter D will be returned. First it will return that. So once that operation is done, we are going to close that. It will be done with performing that operation, and then it will return to the upper DAX query, which is the D part, the letter that has been returned as D in lowercase, that will be converted into uppercase in capital letter. So this part is done. Okay, and now what will happen is that we're going to convert the rest of the letters in lowercase, right? But it's not going to be a straightforward uh, DAX query that you will write. I mean, we have done with the first formatting of the first letter D. Now we are going to format the rest of the letters lower. Okay, within lower we are going to select mid. Now you may feel like asking, why not write RIGHT and why mid? Now that's again a very good question. The reason being, if you select right and specify the number of characters and then close the bracket for right and lower and then close the bracket for concatenate, the formatting will not be properly done. Okay, so in mid, again the name where you have the column, specify that, and then the starting position is the second letter of the name. All right, and then specify the number of characters. Here, since we have only 5 letters in a name and 5 minus 1 is 4, that's why I mentioned 4. Okay, so let's say that AVID. So for A is the second letter, right? And then 4, because you have 4 letters on the right. Making sense to you? Alright, so now the mid DAX query, this is completed, and then we are going to close the bracket for lower DAX query. So this will perform the operation for mid. So the 4 letters that are going to be returned, first it will return these letters, and then once they are returned it will convert them into lowercase small letters. Okay, once that is done, now we are going to close the entire bracket for the concatenate DAX query. Now this is done. I'm going to hit enter. In a few minutes you will see the proper formatting has been done, right? And let's say that, in case if you have names with you know different letters for different names. Now, well, you have to find out. Again, even for that, I don't think that will be much problem, because let's say that one name is like having one name has 10 or 15 characters and the rest of the names have like 5 or 6. Then even that case, the name that has the highest number of characters, you specify them. Okay, in the mid, from the starting position, be particular about that, be very clear about that, and then your DAX query will also be sorted out. So these type of scenarios are going to be um, there in real world. Keep that in mind. Okay, so I hope that you would have been able to get some value from today's video. All right, so these type of scenarios are never going to be explained in your online educational courses. I can bet you most of the courses will never teach you in depth on these type of DAX queries. And as I've explained in earlier videos, I am doing this. Obviously, I'm going to get benefit of that, and I will be sharing this with like-minded people who want to um, explore many aspects of the data analytics field. Believe me, this is not a very colorful or a glamorous field to be in. It has its own advantages and disadvantages, right? So, but again, when we keep learning and when we understand like why we are doing that, and things start, um, we start getting clarity and things start becoming better for ourselves little by little. All right. So that's it for today's video, and kindly do support this channel. All right. There is nothing to lose. So thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and you have a lovely day. Bye bye.